Hello my friends, this is Tucanxan and welcome to my Tucanxan art channel. We are working on day 19 of 30, no, 20. Is it 20? Yeah, day 20 of 30 of my 30-day challenge. So we are working on the third part of this short story, and I believe tomorrow will be the last bit of the short story, but I will be continuing the ink wash theme, I think through the end of this week, because there's some more like light fun things that I want to play with to really use the grayscale to my advantage. And you probably just saw that I was putting washi tape down on the taped board, the foam core board wrapped in packing tape. That is because I find the glare from the lights that I use super distracting, so I tried to put that in today to help kind of minimize the glare a little bit. So hopefully if you have been distracted by the glare from the lighting in the past, you now can see that it's helped a little bit, because I get kind of a lot of strobing effects sometimes when I'm in the process of these videos and painting them, and there's nothing I can do. It's literally just because my skin is so freaking pale that it acts like a light bounce. It's a reflective surface, and so that generally tends to cause like fluctuations in the lighting when I'm filming it. So if anybody has advice for pale people and not bouncing light off their skin, please advise me, because I kind of need it. Anyway, so this is the fourth piece, I think, of the story, but this is part 3. And this one was super easy. I drew it and I did the line work with the Micron Pigma yesterday. So we're just doing the same thing again today, where we're doing ink washes with Talon's drawing ink and using the Grumbacher for the color. And this is kind of the first time that we get to see like a really nice close-up of the character of our protagonist. So I know it's kind of a late way to introduce the character, but it's like it's about her but not really about her at the same time. So yeah, she's just hanging out in the scene smoking a cigarette, and I really like the way the wash came out in the back. In general, I think today things went a lot more smoothly than they did yesterday. I mean, right now it's like 2 o'clock, so this video's gonna be done and ready, I don't know, maybe in the next half hour, hopefully. So, and I still have to work on editing my pictures for my website so that I can actually have a gallery up. I'm still working on building the store portion, so what I have right now available is going to be my home page, the about page, and I'm going to try and put up a blog too, so I can just kind of spread myself out over different social media platforms. So I have a Tumblr, I have a YouTube now, I have Instagram, and I just started sharing my YouTube videos on StumbleUpon, so if you know what an amazing thing that is, then you know that StumbleUpon is like one of the greatest websites ever, especially if you were like me in college and there was no Imager or Pinterest yet. It was just StumbleUpon back in the day. So now we are working on kind of what was bogging me down yesterday, which is the color aspect of the ink wash. I think it's very pleasing to the eye to have like a grayscale, but then with just like a pop of color. And yesterday, I actually, after doing this piece and comparing it to the other one from yesterday, I kind of like the tonal color of the hair from yesterday better, because it's just very like vibrant and in your face. But this time around, I really wanted to focus on kind of getting a lot of depth and differentiation in the hair. So I didn't go quite as bold, because I wanted there to be like, oh, this one is a lighter portion of hair, this one's a darker portion of hair, and it came out really good. I'm very happy with it. I think it's believable in the realm of things, because even though the actual size of this piece is significantly smaller, it's a close-up and there's more apparent details, whereas the piece from yesterday I had to draw smaller. even though the size of the piece was bigger. And I've quickly learned while doing this process, even though I said it in another video that working small generally makes things go faster, that's really only sometimes. That's like if everything goes perfectly, then a smaller piece will take less time. I've even found that sometimes my larger pieces will take 2 hours. So I think I feel like sometimes there might be a little bit more pressure when you're working smaller, which I never really thought about before, but I think yesterday that was very true, because it's like you don't have as much ability to show the details, and you don't really have as much kind of room for forgiveness. So I used the Grumbacher palette again, and I'm going to turn around and tell you the colors that I used. It was really just a lot of the colors from yesterday, and I even used a lot of the colors that were still mixed on my palette. And we used Carmine, Vermillion, Indian Red, Venetian Red, Burnt Sienna, and Burnt Umber. It did take me, and also Yellow Ochre, I think. It took me a while to kind of get a base color for the hair that I was really happy with. I think you can see as I'm building up layer by layer that the tone kind of changes from cool to warm to cool to warm, and I did get something that I was pretty happy with in the end. And for her face, I didn't mention this yesterday, but what was on my Grumbacher palette that comes with the set, I had some leftover from the pastel girl that I did, and it was the Dr. Martin Persimmon Super Radiant Concentrated Watercolor. So I was mixing that with the Carmine, and that's why, like, if you actually look at the piece in hand, it's almost like a hot pink. It's a little bit more muted here, which is okay, but it's a really strong color. But I think I actually really like the way it looks on camera, because it looks more subtle than it actually is. But I'm happy with it. I'm happy with the way the piece turned out. You know, it was super small, and it didn't take me long at all, and that's really what I kind of needed today, because if we're talking for real, I started my period and it decided to totally kick me in the uterus today. Well, I don't know if you can hear that or not, but it sounds like there's a bunch of police helicopters and there's a bunch of sirens going on. They just kind of passed, so hopefully my voice is clearer, but I swear I am going to get some decent sound equipment, because it's so frustrating when I'm doing this and there's just like so many background sounds, and I can only edit out the background sounds so much. So we're moving into the last bit of the piece here. It was just adding the words, and this also went much better today. I did mess up a little bit. I kind of wish that I had pushed the word dance a little bit closer to the right edge, but it didn't happen, and that's totally okay. And right about now, I am going to tell you the next part of the story. One day she got wind of the rumors circling about her, so she stopped and corrected them. "I don't dance with the devil," she said. Okay, so that's it. I'm really happy with the way this pretty little piece came out. If you want to hear the end of the story, it will be up and available for you all tomorrow. I'm going to try and see if I can get a jump start on it and do the line work tonight, but honestly, probably with the picture editing, it's not going to happen. But this is it's a really cool little piece, and I like this little short story so far, and I will finally be able to explain everything to you all tomorrow after I finish the story. So if you have any questions, like, feel free to ask, but chances are I will probably answer them tomorrow. So thank you for joining me today for day 20 of 30 of my 30-day challenge. Again, I'm Tucanxan, so please come back tomorrow. And right now I am showing you the last 3 pieces that I did from Monday and yesterday, and then the one for today. So I really hope that you liked this video. Please like, comment, click subscribe. I will have my website up for you by the time this video is posted, so please go check out my website that I have been working so hard on. That would make me super, super happy. And yeah, that's it. Everybody have an extremely awesome hump day, because it's Wednesday, y'all.